here we are with another NFT weekly wrap-up video. Again, it's actually been a fortnight this time, been pretty busy, but I'll try and wrap up what's been happening over the last wee while. Oh, that's odd. That hasn't been there before. It's on that screen too. What the? Looks like an altered state machine portal. So these portals here, this is actually a competition going on by Altered State Machine at the moment. Their Asto Discovery portal scenes, they're giving these away. So there's 5 up for grabs. So all you have to do is come up with a creative way to display the portal. It could be out in the world somewhere, or you could do a video, or you could put it in a GIF or something. Feel free to let your imagination run wild. It closes on the 20th, so you've got a day or two left. The PNG file is available in their Discord. So Reddit and Meta or Facebook have done some NFT updates. On Reddit now, they've released a NFT avatar marketplace on Polygon, and you can kind of buy or sell like some basic avatar NFTs. They've had it for a while now on Reddit that you can display ETH NFTs like you can on Instagram or Twitter. And this is pretty much the update that Facebook or Meta have now as well. If you are an NFT creator, you can actually display these NFTs on your profile. You may have heard of the Hume collective, or We Are Hume. That is where Angel Baby has come from, and they are doing a Hume Genesis NFT mint that is this week. So there's just over 1,000 of these, and it's actually a free mint. It's split up over a couple of days depending on if you happen to be a holder of different things. So like day 1 is the Angel Baby POAP, and also if you have one of the Angel Baby music tracks, which you can buy on OpenSea. Angel Baby has done, I think there's 3 now with featuring different artists. So for the POAPs and the music NFT holders, you actually have 2 days to mint the NFT. And on day 3, it is the Fluff World Angel Baby scene holders. So if you've got the pre-game or after party, you'll be able to mint the NFT. That's why you might have seen these scenes pump up in price. They kind of went from about 0.3 to almost an ETH at one stage. I think some of them have dropped back a little bit following the snapshot. So the snapshot has been taken for this now. The final day is for the Fluff World NFT instrumental sound. This also includes if your seeker has a Hume backpack, or if you have an Atom membership that has the Angel Baby card. So you'll be on the final day. I'm not 100% sure on the numbers of all of these, but there's a good chance that it runs out before then. If it somehow manages to get past this, the next day there is a public mint for anything left. So it is free, it'll just be gas. So yeah, if you have any of these NFTs, check this one out. It's not a great time in New Zealand. The day 1 mint is Thursday the 21st at 4 AM. So yeah, quite an early one there. I did see some speculation on this Hume Genesis NFT that maybe you might get royalties to any songs that are sold from the Hume collective. Again, just speculation, but yeah, worth looking into anyway. Glorious Digital had their Wimbledon collection Ballot last week that closed. There's 1,000 of these available for £500 each, and that has all been allocated and all sold out. And there is now a second collection that they've released, and these ones are, there's no limit to the number of these, and they are £100 each. Pretty cool to see them selling out again. They also announced, I didn't see this pop up until I was just looking on their Twitter before, but they've announced that in partnership with Samsung, they actually have a discount for the Samsung frame if you are a Glorious founding membership holder. So that's their membership NFT. So if you happen to have one of these, you get a discount. Who knows, maybe 30-40%. I couldn't find out what it is, but have a look into that if you've got one of those. Aaron McDonald from Non-Fungible Labs and Fluff World has been a bit active on Discord and Twitter. He mentioned that goblins are coming this month and get ready to make a sacrifice. So again, we're still speculating on what on earth we have to sacrifice. Maybe it's a seeker with a void background, maybe it's just the void background, maybe it is your whole seeker, or maybe it's another NFT completely. There are 7 goblin gods, and apparently they each require a different sacrifice. So yeah, who knows at this point, but yeah, that is coming this month. So we're well and truly halfway through the month, so there is not many days left. We're excited to see what happens with this. He also was replying to a few people in Discord, and he mentioned that where they're at in development at the moment, it's a bit of a slower pace, and it's a bit hard to leak what they're working on, because if they leak it, they'd end up leaking the whole thing, which they obviously don't want to do. They also mentioned that some of the bigger partnerships that are being worked on currently have NDAs, and obviously you can't just leak part of that, because you'd be leaking the whole partnership, or it'd be too obvious and then you get yourselves in trouble. So yeah, hoping that we see the game demo or maybe hear of another partnership at some stage soon. Pretty sure they said there was, I think, 5 or 7 partnerships, and we've only heard of 2 of them at the moment, so there's obviously still some things to be announced. There's a Fluff World community spaces that happens every week. I think it's usually a Wednesday or a Thursday at 11 a.m. There was one of these this week with David McDonald, and he mentioned that Asto Energy will have more than one use case. So at the end of this phase 1, if you want, you can use your Asto Energy to mine a Gen 2 brain. But there will also be other uses for this in the future. He used an example of, there's been a bit of a leak of this comic that's going around, and it's like a video comic essentially. But he said maybe Asto Energy would be able to unlock further chapters or parts of this comic, or maybe with some of these other games that they have coming, you'll be able to use Asto Energy in these. Gamestop have launched an NFT marketplace. This has been out for just under a week now, and within the first 48 hours, they'd done 3,000 ETH in sales, which is nowhere near OpenSea numbers, but it's already past Coinbase, which is funny because Coinbase has been around since April. So when I last looked, I think Coinbase had done about 1,700 ETH in sales. So yeah, it's cool to see another marketplace out there. I guess this one might gain a bit more traction because, there was the whole Reddit thing last year with the Gamestop stock, and it was kind of became a meme stock and gained in popularity quite a lot. So it's cool to see them branching into something other than being a game retailer anyway. Wilder World had their Wilder Moto claim this week. I think you can still claim if you happen to have a Wilder wheels. So these are their motorbikes, the next vehicle in the series. The floor price on these is 0.63 ETH when I last looked, and the Wilder wheels hadn't dropped that much. I think they were sitting at about 1.2, 1.4, and they've dropped back to about 0.9. But yeah, these are, you need 3 to have a Trinity, which I think gives you land or a house or something in Wilder World. So if you had a Wilder Beast, a Wilder Wheels, and a Wilder Moto, that would give you the Trinity. There may be 1 or 2 other ways to do this at the moment. And they also released some pictures of their Wilder Apes, which are the next beast in the series after the Wilder Beasts or the Wolves. And it just showed you a bunch of different backgrounds that were going to be used for the Wilder Ape. So we have to keep an eye on that one too. I did actually post this on my Instagram story, but David McDonald shared an example of what the thingy altered state machine brain could do. They gave it a bunch of words like you can do with, I don't know, another AI. And it will generate an image, and it generated quite a cool looking image. So you'll be able to check that out on Twitter, or I've got a picture here, but they did a Mid-Journey AI, and then they did the altered state machine AI and just compared the images. It's quite cool to see what they'll be able to do. So yeah, I think Thingy's had a little bit of a run after this, but yeah, that's all for this week, and we'll see you next time.